Euphoria gassed Drake, putting him on notice, and 616 in LA got personal. Kendrick put a black glove as the cover to 616 in LA, and it has Mercedes Maybach MM logo on it, which is also the same logo that Rick Ross uses for his Maybach music group. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, let's get into this diss record. For the record, I think Euphoria is the better diss record.
Cole and Ivory know I'm a selfish nigga, the crown is heavy.
But the Al Green sample
Off-white Sunseeker had the marina.
automatically draws in anyone who is 30 and up that grew up in a black household. Coming home from school, I could hear it playing before I could get in the house good, as grandma would say. She was slapping Al Green at max volume on her record player. That was her NWA. You could hear it before you turned the corner to walk into the apartment. Man, the good old days. Blues and jazz music has always been major influences in the hip-hop world, and Kendrick embodies this entirely. You even have the legendary beatmaker Ninth Wonder jumping into this conversation. And did you know the guitarist for the Al Green record is none other than Drake's uncle, Mabon Teeny Hodges? He is Drake's father's brother. Another coincidence, or is Kendrick a calculated maniacal genius? Kendrick also went petty by tapping in Taylor Swift's producers into the beef like a WWE SmackDown tournament. Soundwave and Jack Antonoff are known longtime Swiftie collaborators. Smart move by going directly to the source of the Swift magic. Kendrick also let us know that he had 2 diss songs ready in Euphoria by saying the back-to-back, I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. Then proceeded to drop 616 in LA. Now let's get to the part that you all have been waiting for, the lyrics and my assessment. K-Dot starts off by saying, I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star.
But I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star.
The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art. But the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Circadian rhythm is a 24-hour system of physical, mental, and behavioral changes. Kendrick is referencing this to say that his circadian pattern moves like a shooting star, which is over 120,000 miles per hour. That's crazy. Raphael, the painter, died at 37 from fever, which could be what K-Dot is referencing here about healing and making art, which could be his songs. I'm sure you guys can decipher more to these bars and we can discuss in the comments below. Oh, this is my favorite part. Somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on act.
Yeah, somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on act.
Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Academics. Academics is the known biggest supporter of Drake there is. Everything Drake does is gold, which I like a lot of what Drake does as well, but it's not the golden goose. Kendrick's getting at Academics as if he doesn't really believe that Drake is winning the beef and he is compromised because of his love for Drake. It's quite a statement here. It's funny too because Academics got wind of this and even tried to act like he is surprised by this, like, what did I do?
Nigga, what? Hold up.
Yeah, somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised, let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points with beating your chest, harassing ant. Fucking with good people, make good people go to bed. Cause spare bully, I hate bullies, you must be.
How am I compromised? Why you say fuck me for?
Conspiracies about Cash, dog, that's not even the leak. Find the jewels like Cash, doll, I just need you to think. Cash is the Weeknd's manager, and on push-ups, Drake said that Cash was spending Abel's money. Kendrick is telling Drake that he has a leak and it's not Cash. Who is doing it? He might want to dig into his circle and find out who the square is that's letting out the secrets. And Cash Doll had reported that her car was burglarized at a video shoot, which had $500,000 worth of jewelry stolen from her car. Also, there's that magic 500,000 number again that we heard in Euphoria. Wonder if it comes up in the next response. Drake also was said to be the reason that Cash Doll and her ex broke up because he had brought her on tour one time when she was struggling at her lowest, and afterwards there were pictures of him seen hugging all on her and all of that as well. So, you know, we know he's a little bit of a playboy, so it could be true. Kendrick gets direct here. Are you finally ready to play Have You Ever? Let's see. Have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Whew. This Have You Ever game that Kendrick mentions is a reoccurring theme, and it seems like Kendrick is holding back, revealing more, waiting for Drake's response. He mentioned it in Euphoria and in 616 in LA. Telling Drake that he has an inside man, or 2, or 20, that are a part of OVO is wild if it is true. And that his team doesn't really like him and hopes that he gets bodied by Kendrick. That's some wicked stuff. It was fun until you started to put money in the streets, then lost money because they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. Yes, I know what you're going to say. Pusha T already said this. It's not new about Drake paying money to find info on his opponents. So what? He might have mentioned something. Kendrick's still going in all different bars. It's going to be hard to find something that nobody's ever heard. But is he paying the street dudes to protect him? Is he giving money to fake friends? Coming back with no receipts? He isn't getting his money's worth, or they aren't handling things for him. And they're just taking his money with no productivity or evidence. Back to the title, 616 in LA has a lot of symbolism in it. 616 is Tupac's birthday, it's Canadian Father's Day, Drake's freestyle songs use timestamps, Euphoria the show premiered, OJ trial, Nicole Simpson's death, Drake the Sixth God. Which of these do you think relates and which are reaches? Let me know in the comments. And Kendrick trolls Drake about the fact that K-Dot leads a boring life, sarcastically apologizing. There isn't enough dirt to dig up on him. He loves being out the way, but will turn it up at any given moment. No, you can't sleep. These images trouble you. No, the wires in your circle should puzzle you. Drake has made mention of this in multiple songs, trying to figure out who is really down for him and who isn't. It seems like it's a pretty heavy debate in his head in his daily life, so there has to be some truth to this because Drake's made it known himself. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only trying to hustle you. That's just plain English, and I know it doesn't need to be broken down, but I'm gonna say it. The dudes on his team don't really care and only want the fame, women, and the money from being around Drake. That's not it. If that's the case, Drake just needs to eliminate most of these guys. Probably keep maybe 3, 4, get rid of the rest of them, unless they serve a purpose. 100 niggas that you got on salary and 20 of them want you as a casualty. And one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle, just don't got the audacity to tell you. Dang, that's absurd if Drake really is walking around with 20 people in his circle that don't even like him, and one being his right-hand man, perhaps? I wonder which ones in the OVO it could be. If the beef continues, I have a feeling that we may find out. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little memes is losing steams, they figured you out. The forced opinions is not convincing, y'all need a new route. There are definitely a lot of people that have jumped on anything with Drake's name mentioned in Twitter, almost as if they were set up to detect the word Drake. I don't know much about this Zach Bia guy, but you guys could tell me in the comments if you know more about him. I see that he's a record producer, DJ, and he's been around for a while and something like that. He's a young guy. Rick Ross made it funny because he referenced Zach and Drake as Hall & Oates. It's time that you look around at who's around you before you figure out you're not alone. What would Mike do? One of Michael Jackson's biggest records is called You Are Not Alone. Michael Jackson was known to have untrustworthy people around him before his untimely demise, and he was potentially poisoned by the doctor that was there to help him and save him at his house. Drake has been paranoid about this for years, and I thought he would have cleaned it up by now. Guess not. I got a strong feeling that Drake will cook up a great response. Will it be enough? And have enough depth to contend with Euphoria and 616 in LA? I think we will find out sooner than later. Thanks, Splashers, for watching. The support has been amazing. Like, comment, and share. Let's grow our community and stay tuned for the next videos.